must be for
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, pure breed Biafrans, Igbo bu Igbo, Adi Amama, Igbo bu Igbo, wonderful people of Biafra. The Bible says, for this was IPOB made manifest. For this reason was Mazen Nnamdi Kanu ordained by Chukwu Okike Abiama, that the work of Yoruba and Hausa Fulani inside one Nigeria might be destroyed. I say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and to some of you good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Ukah from Efo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Mazi Uche Ukah from Efo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the Prince of Afari Ibeku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom, the one and the only man that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people. If he say we should hug transformer, we hug transformer. If he even asks us to go and kill ourselves, we will kill ourselves. Mazen Nandekan is from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. For almost 60 years, nobody came out to tell us the truth. Speak for us, nobody. That is why it's amazing when some people are fighting vigorously to speak for Yoruba. Which Yoruba has spoken for us since we were born? I am George Onibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. And Delta State is Biafra land. Of course, we must acknowledge the Creator, Chukwu Kike Abiyama, who sit in heaven and preside over the affair of man. For in the end, he is the lifting up of our head, our hope and stay, our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. In matter both great and small, he remains the primordial influence that drives us in everything we do. For in the end, he remains our God. Anyị na-aja gị mma maka n'eziokwu na ịmara mma ịhụnanya anyị na gị obiọma gị ujuru anya dadi inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alfa na Omega anyị niile na-asị naanị dị mma ise. And of course, without wasting much of our time, we shall be going to our topic on this second segment, which is simply titled Learning from the Past Mistakes will be the only solution to avert the oncoming calamity. Learning from our past mistakes will be and remain the only solution to avert the oncoming calamity. Nigeria is gone. And no matter what anybody does, you are all just wasting your time. Our brother wrote today, he said, if there happens to be war in Nigeria, who would you say it caused the war? A very sensitive question. Do you know who caused the war? Igbo. Igbo caused the war. Because that is the way some of you still sound. Before, when we came out, we say, oh, I'm a Biafran. The next Igbo man will tell you, no bring war, no bring war for us, no bring war for us, we no want war. But does Biafra sound like anything war to you? Who made it possible, Yoruba? Learning from our past mistake will be the only thing that will avert, the only solution to avert the next calamity that will befall Nigeria. I'm a member of IPOB. I joined IPOB just newly, early 2014, just newly. But I'm happy that since early 2014 till today, I have not relented in my service because we don't pretend. He said that we are in or we are out. And IPOB simply answer to our prayer. I don't have any quarrel with any Yoruba person till tomorrow morning. But I will rather quarrel with all the Yoruba inside one Nigeria than to have a single one of them as my friend. And that is just the truth. Because this is the only thing that will ensure our survival. Our brother China Samuel wrote on his timeline. He said, if there is war in Nigeria now, who will you say caused the war? It's Igbo man. I will say it's Igbo man. Because Igbo man is the only person praising other people. Whereas other people are spending their time to kill Igbo man. After all, Jesus said, love thy enemy as thyself. Or you begin love them. But Peter was with Jesus carrying knife up and down. He didn't take the knife, the sword from Peter, until Peter cut off a soldier man's ear. Use your tongue and count your teeth. Of course, I will not digress further to enable us to understand what is at stake. Our people must understand what is obtainable, what is on ground, and what is really going on. A lot of things has happened to us in the time past. in the name of one Nigeria. Tonight, it will be very important that we renew our memory regarding some of them to enable us prepare for the doomsday. The Yoruba have two terrorist groups that protect them. They have OPC, they have Omotekun, and they are ready to defend their land. They didn't carry Benin man along. Ikore from Benin, they didn't carry you along. No provision for Ishekiri, who say they are Yoruba. They didn't carry you along. Oduduwa know themselves, and their land is secured. The Arewa know themselves. They have Miati Allah. They have Boko Haram. They have Fulani headsmen. They have Lamido, Sanusi Lamido. They have genocidal president. They have area boys like Kwankwaso and El-Rufai. Different terrorist group. But in Biafra land here, they call you militant, which is a repented criminal. And they say IPOB volunteers, they are terrorists. And IPOB that don't have AK-47, they are proscribed. We should feel bad for all these things. You're not concerned about what they have reduced you to common compound food. They've reduced you there. You are busy defending their interests, so they feel good. God will punish all of you. When I'm broadcasting, please log out. Go out of Facebook. Don't listen. One day, it will dawn on all of us. One day, it will dawn on all of us. We can all be a testament to the fact that what is happening in Nigeria lately has always been there. Just that it is changing from straight and protocol. All these are meant to undermine us as a people, and at the end of the day, victimize us. What is happening today that has not happened before? It's still the same thing. They change protocol. They reinitiate their plan. The target remains the target. The Igbo man is the target. But we'll soon forget about most of these things and allow them to use us. Let us go back a little bit before we go into the main aim of this study.
To the Nigerian police. That is clearly the
in this state is under assault. There's an attempt at ethnic cleansing in this state, and of course in all the riverine states of Nigeria. We must resist it. We must stop it. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
Yes, this is T.Y. Danjuma. T.Y. Danjuma is a very good man. For this statement, we will support him. He's a good man, T.Y. Danjuma. He said the truth. But who is deceiving who here? T.Y. Danjuma Kilagu Yurunsi. But anytime they want to create a platform to negotiate their own safety, they come and say the good thing because they will know Igbo man will jump and rejoice. Oh, he has said the good thing. Who is deceiving who? T.Y. Danjuma Kilagu Yurunsi. T.Y. Danjuma betrayed almost all the Igbo principal officers in Nigerian army. There is no coup. T.Y. Danjuma is not involved. Every money T.Y. Danjuma have stolen, it is T.Y. Danjuma's daughter that is managing this wealth. T.Y. Danjuma interest in One Nigeria was threatened. T.Y. Danjuma is the owner of all the whole oil well in Eche, River State. The moment his investment is threatened, that is when he said they collude. T.Y. Danjuma is one of the terrorists that ravaged Biafra land. And some people are saying, he said the truth, he's a good man, let us praise Fulani. They are saying the truth now, let us cooperate with him so that he can save Igbo. Go and check the record of T.Y. Danjuma. And if T.Y. Danjuma is making this comment because his own investment in Nigeria is threatened, don't you think other people can be making statements because their investment is threatened? Then they initiate a bargaining strategy. We are the praise singer. Yes, begin to sing praise. At the end of the day, we bear the brunt. They collude. Before this man started saying they collude, our leader have told you that they are coming for all of us. Are they not in our land? Which Igbo man has spoken out? Which Biafra man has spoken out against the injustice, against the heinous crime, indiscriminate killing of our people, raping our mothers and our sisters in the farm? Which Igbo man has spoken up? Idiot will come here and come and tell me to support Yoruba. Come and tell me what they are doing in your village and tell me the way forward and leave Yoruba alone. Nobody should come here and come and tell me, Ogasi. I should be telling you what Ogasi. And then because you are Oga brother, you are owner of IPOB, you come here and fool yourself. But this is T.Y. Danjuma. You have to believe him. He said the truth. But the deception there now is that he didn't tell you he was part of the pioneer of the terrorism in Nigeria. And then we can be very stupid. We will be very stupid. We should be very stupid to begin to say this man is saying the truth without first telling the world that he is part of the terrorism. If we fail to learn from the mistakes of our father, and then we are gone as a people. My father said, harden yourself against your subordinate. If the world turned their back on you, you turn your back on the war. Don't you know the world has turned their back on us? No matter what they say, the truth, no matter how they present the truth, you will see them at the end of the day, beneath everything they are doing, they will say, our one Nigeria. When Kayode finished speaking, he will say the Nigerian people. When Jubri speak, he will say this nation of Nigeria. T.Y. Danjuma, after this speech, he said they are killing Nigerian people. Mbaka said this is our one Nigeria. All of them are friends of Nigeria. The day they come out and begin to speak against Nigeria, that is the day I know I'm in the same camp with them. Our leaders simply say, Nigeria must be divided. Of course, we understand to divide Nigeria, procedures are meant to be engaged. And that is our mission. Nothing more, nothing less. If it is not to divide Nigeria, what are we doing here? Are we PDP? Are we APC? At least if we are PDP, even though Fulani will not allow Igbo man to rule Nigeria, at least they can be paying us money as Otimbu. We begin to Otimbu now. At least we will have a bargaining chip to get some inchonchom. Nigeria has passed the stage of recovery. Let them divide Nigeria. Divide it to the level that if my own father compound want to become his own country, let it be so that all of us can have peace once and for all. So we can be able to drink water and put cup down. Ojukwu told Awolowo, we have to stop this Fulani. Nnamdi Azikiwe has made mistake. I'm going to release you. Go and mobilize your people. Awolowo was a very good man. But Adakaboro was very stubborn. Stubborn like George Onibe, and so he cannot be trusted. And so the good Yoruba man, Obafemi Awolowo, came back. I read his speech last time and told the Yoruba people that the Igbo cannot be trusted. Go back and check my previous script. I read every statement of Awolowo to Yoruba people. that the Igbos kill themselves. And that is their business. If they have joined Igbo to fight one Nigeria, they would have regretted it. And today with pride, they proclaim their one Nigerianness. And then Ojukwu thought these people were human beings. He moved on. Getting to Shagamu. This battalion, these flanks, were led by Ifa Jonah. And Ifa Jonah, who was very close friend and a brother of Ojukwu, thought that the Yorubas could be trusted because they invited him to Ibadan, where he went to hear their story. But his life never remained the same again. Go and check all the Igbo people killed in Nigeria before the war. All of them were killed in Yoruba land. There is no Igbo man killed in Hausa land except during the massacres. All of them were Yoruba land. Agui Yurunsi, all of them. Ifa Jonah went to Ibadan. They gave Ifa Jonah a Yoruba girlfriend. And the man in charge of that trip, that flank, knew something was wrong. And he said to them, if by so time we don't see Ifa Jonah, everybody abort. Everybody run for your life. And when that time came, Ifa Jonah was nowhere to found. And so they disbanded. They fell back all the way from Shagamu Ore. The only place to survive wasn't Onitsha. We never recovered because of Ifa Jonah. And maybe some months later, Ifa Jonah came back. He came to mock Ojukwu because he knew Biafra would not survive. Ojukwu couldn't bear it. He was court-martialed, judged and sentenced by one General Okon, was sentenced to firing squad. And on that day, around 4:30, Ifa Jonah was shot. And his king's men, most people from Enugu, got angry. They were not happy. They opened the Enugu border for Nigerian army to come in. That became the beginning of the fall of Biafra land. Though men resisted in Abagana, but things has fallen apart and the center cannot hold. This is some of the story of the Yoruba. Are we going to go back to history of what they did? No, if I do that, it will distract me from my study. Of course, our people must understand that if we fail to learn from the mistake they made, we are gone as a people. And one thing I have learned in this struggle is never to be careless with my life. I must know what plagues me and what is me. Let us learn from the past mistakes of our ancestors, our fathers, so that we do not make the same mistake and being able to respond adequately, or we repent before it's too late. In this Nigerian British government project, handled by the Hausa, Fulani, and the Yoruba, they spend the resources from Biafra land. With the resources they steal from our land, they divide us among ourselves. Most of us aided them, ignorantly or deliberately. The question is, which role are you playing today as a Biafra? All the money they are stealing from Biafra land, all the resources they are stealing from Biafra land, they are injecting it into Biafra land to divide us. They did it so hard. Nnamdi Azikiwe was jumping up and down. We're going to build one Nigeria. We're going to do Pan-Africanist. Go and check all the people who promoted the idea of Pan-Africanist. All of them were molded down by the British government and the colonial terrorists. They never knew. And so when Nnamdi Azikiwe was doing this, he was running a parallel government with the Dim Chukwu Emeka Odimegwu Chukwu. They used the money stolen from our land to divide us. Gowon moved immediately, divide the eastern region, having divided Biafra land already into 3. France took Bakassi Peninsula. The one that allocated to the British government, they divided it into 2, which is the Midwestern state where I come from, and the eastern region. Having done that before 1967, 3 months before the war, Gowon moved down to the east with the help of Nnamdi Azikiwe and covered Cross River State and River State. Cross River State, the current day Akwa Ibom and Cross River State. River State, the current day Bayelsa and River State. And then Eastern region was weakened. No matter the attack on Enugu, no matter the attack on Enugu State, the attack on Ebonyi State, the attack on Imo State, the attack on Abia State, the attack on Anambra State, Biafra land did not fall until they discovered the center of gravity, which is River State. The moment they bombarded River State, that was the end of Biafra. The bunker on Umuahia was just the last outpost for Ojukwu. It was just a defending outpost. But the day Port Harcourt fell, Biafra fell. It's our resources they used to divide us. People like Elechi Martin, people like Ken Saro-Wiwa, people like Obi Wanle, among others. All of them were jumping up and, oh, we're going to do is our one Nigeria, we're going to do resource control, we're going to control resources, we're going to trust all of them. Where are all of them? Today, the question is, which role are you playing? Are you making the same mistake they made? Are you making the same mistake they made ignorantly or deliberately? We must learn from those mistakes. I sit down and I can only imagine what Ojukwu went through. And what I don't understand is why our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still going the same process. I respect people for their actions, not their words. Because nobody takes a kingdom by words, but by action. I can only imagine what Ojukwu went through. Look at our leader. I just don't understand. Well, he has said it. It is God that sent him. That is why no matter what he says, no matter what he says, we understand his pain. And the best thing any of you can do is to be praying for him. Not because he needs your prayer to deliver Biafra. But of course, that is what you are supposed to do. And stop adding to his burden. Many people were there castigating Ojukwu. Ojukwu advocated freedom for his people. Absolute freedom. Uncompromised freedom. Because of course, he got the best part of his life experience. Philip Effiong knows this truth. That is why the moment he handed over the nation Biafra to Nigeria, he told them, this thing you have done to us, if you do it again, the next generation will rise up and fight. And then after which Nnamdi Azikiwe issued a press statement to BBC that Ojukwu and the rest of our fathers were very stupid to have started a war. They didn't have sense. He was the one that had sense. And Philip Effiong went back to his village. Later on, Nigerian government approached him to give him contract. Philip Effiong said no. As a general, he was not defeated in army. He had to do with Nigeria. Before he died, his community, erosion cut off his community from the rest of Akwa Ibom. Philip Effiong died a honorable man. Never collected any contract from Nigeria. We will build monuments to those people. If you are looking for who to praise, come and praise that man. Today, are you still making the same mistake? Deliberately or ignorantly? This is just the clip of some of the broadcasts, some of the press communique issued by one of the terrorists. They collude, they collude, they collude. Nigerians are killing Nigeria. Oh, this is Nigerian project. T.Y. Danjuma needed a platform to draw Nigerian back to negotiate for his oil well. And some people will say, oh, he's a good man. Our deputy tweeted it, commented on it on Facebook. And say, even as much as you are saying the truth, we cannot lose sight of the fact that you are part of the terrorists. This is truth. This is absolute truth. This is nothing but the truth. But of course, we can ignorantly be praising them. T.Y. Danjuma has said the truth, but he's part of the terrorists, only initiating a bargaining chip to fool all of us. And then Britain will call him and say, why are you behaving like this? You used to be our faithful secretary. What's the problem? He will say, look at Buhari want to take my oil well. He has collided with Obasanjo. This is not what we agree now. Britain say, cool down, cool down, cool down. Nobody will take it. Then they now call Obasanjo and call Jubri. Don't touch his T.Y. Danjuma interest too. Why can't be custom brother say it's okay, it's okay. Since he made that statement of the collude, have you heard from him again? But he's still sucking oil in a tree. Number two, most of our politicians became vital instruments in undermining our position as a people. Some of them directly, others indirectly. Most of you have suffered greatly for it. And all that will follow suit soon should ask themselves the same question. Whose side are you? Onyunu ganefi maizin edzinulom angefe chuku inakwisa alaye Yoruba o arusa perape ọrụ aka mmadụ adịghị aza ekpere mụ n'onwe m Chineke ka ngefe oke mmiri na-ebu ogwe ọbụtụkwu juru ọnụ ya o ọwụ ọnụ ya ka ngefe ọkaka nke bi n'igwe onye na-achị ndị Biafra Chimari oke ọwụ ọnụ ya ka ngefe rapụta n'onwe ọnụ onye unu ga na-efe unu na-efe ndị Yoruba unu na-efe arụsị. Most of the governors played vital role to the impoverishment and enslavement of their people, as most of them are still doing today. But the simple question is, they may be doing it ignorantly or deliberately. But we call upon you, governors, senators, politicians, whatever game you are playing to undermine IPOB, this is the time for you to have a sober reflection. Because you will answer for it. Where do you belong to? Fighting against us. IPOB. Holy people of God. Revolutionalists. People fighting to save others. You gang up and you say they should prescribe us. Maybe you are ignorant. Maybe you are still doing it today. Where do you belong? Where do you belong? A lot of things happened to the generation of 1967 and 1970. If you don't know, you don't know. Go back to your village and ask your father what is his name. Go and find out where you are coming from. Today, Ngige said that they should collapse ABGA into APC so that Igbo can be president. Is that not an insult to all of you? Ngige today have called upon ABGA that ABGA should be collapsed and emerge with APC so that Igbo can become president in 2023. But some of you deceive Ojukwu to open ABGA so that when he open ABGA, he can now meander the Nigerian people, and then the Igbo can now vote, and through ABGA, then Igbo can now become president. And when Igbo become president, they divide Nigeria. But you, the same people who send Ojukwu to open ABGA, Ojukwu did not win president in ABGA. You people didn't vote for him. And I don't get sense. Let this be the first and last time. Nobody should come and tell me what to talk here. Talk your own. Don't attack anybody on my platform. We don't see all this kind of thing now. I want us to go back to the history so we don't make the same mistake. If I know what Ojukwu went through, if I consider what Ojukwu suffered, I will not say I pity my leader, but I envy him. If I see what Ojukwu went through, Amazing now the Kanu is carrying the same burden, because in Ojukwu time, you have a lot of simple-minded people. Majority of the people who existed in Ojukwu time were simple-minded people. Majority were spectators. They really don't understand fully. So they did not antagonize him. But today we have educated illiterate everywhere. Intellectual, dishonest individual everywhere. Not until you are pure. Not until you are pure. You will not be given the utterance to speak for the people. You will always contradict yourself. There are men and women who are pure. They say a word, it stands for all eternity. A man came out and said, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Many of us live and die for that word. A man came out and said, we will die to make sure that stand. And they keep telling you the societies. Today we should ask our politicians who are listening to us, where is your stand? Where is your take? Oh, you are still fighting IPOB, miscreant, or how do they call them? Miscreant, jobless for one Nigeria. That is the problem. If you are a Biafran and anybody still singing, oh, our one Nigeria is going to be restructured, they deceive you. They cannot be trusted. Ngige was mocking all the Igbo people today. Saying Igbo enweruche. Mwana gwano na obono no cho Igbo ni president na 2023. Uno eje tisishia na abuga. Kuwashi abuga. Uno abiaze ka anabata no na APC. We're learning from the past. Number 3. The revolutionary outfit who have succumbed to the Nigerian bribery and corruption, they deliberately, directly or indirectly, have been used and dumped. Have you learned anything? Or are you still having hope that the need of your people will be met after all of you have gone? Wake up. A lot of revolutionalists, before now, they come out and say, Oshobe, hey, Oshobe, hey, Biafra, hey, Biafra, hey. All of us will follow them. Once Rike made proper use of it, today we have Biafra University inside Nigeria, Biafra plate number inside Nigeria, Biafra embassy inside Nigeria, Biafra police inside Nigeria. But Nigeria police is guarding Biafran president in the Ara. But do you know there are people still following Biafra Owazurike? Your own Biafran president is guarded by Nigerian police. Who is the idiot here? Some of these people use us as a bargaining chip, but you won't go away with it. The current government of APC have paid so many people. They are inside IPOB. We take your record. We are trying to find out all of you. Those of you in London that are coming to collect your position because of Ozodema, all of you, you are in IPOB. Your own is to monitor us. We know all of you. We are following you up. But the question you should ask yourself today is, what will it benefit you? Our people are suffering. Can't you see it? Focus on the challenge we are facing and leave other things alone. If you get money now for your pocket, I don't beg people money. I stop. The last time I ever begged somebody, it should be in 1998. I cannot forget that embarrassment. I don't beg people money. But of course, I need help. So if you get money now for your pocket, this is who we are. If you go to school now for your pocket, whatever you think you are, If it is not for the collective good interest of every one of us, that is on your own. Is that not the problem we have as a people? The independent mind. So for you to become relevant, the interest of our people should be paramount interest to you. Our leader is not fighting to be called savior or general overseer. He just put the interest of his people ahead of every other thing. He made his choice. He's living by the consequence. His mother and father died because of this struggle. For some reason, I can't even come out here and tell you that he will be buried on the 24th. I mean on the 14th of February. I cannot just say it. And some people are asking, oh, is it true they are going to bury our leader's parents on the 14th of February? Some people are saying, is it true our leader is coming? A lot of people are very concerned. But what will be, will be. That is how it should be. Fill your mind with what our people are going through. Some of you are doing very well. If you are here to pity for Yoruba the way we tell them they are idiot and hopeless, thunder will fire you. Call and tell me what is happening in your area. Go to other platform and talk that nonsense, not here. You cannot carry elephant meat on your head and use leg to be digging cricket. Because I have to emphasize this one. Another person will soon come and tell me. Because I will still give you typhoid fever. I think they have discovered one virus now in China. Whether they call it Toyota Rica, or Toyota virus. I will give you Toyota virus. If you know the name of the new virus from China, you let me know. So I can put it to send to all those people who don't reason. When they attack any community now, you will call somebody, please come and give us report what is happening here. English will disappoint them. But when it is to gossip, they are not making There were times people were coming on Facebook. Mazina Dekanu, she tell us when is he going to CNN? Where is he going to BBC? Where is he going to? Everyone want it shot on social media. They hardly broadcast now. Come and tell us what is happening in your village. Don't tell me what I say about Yoruba, because they are chameleon and cannot be trusted. As we are talking now, they are raping, they are killing. They are collecting, there is a driver now, they are collecting money from him. I don't need to be a prophet to tell you that. That before the end of this night, about 3 people or 4 people will die in Biafra land because they refuse to give idiots on the checking point 20 naira or 50 naira. I can tell you that many of our sisters, police will hijack their motor now and they will rape them throughout the night and let them go in the morning. I can tell you that there are our sister Fulani herdsmen will rape this night. They won't tell you because of the shame and the stigma. I can tell you that tonight they will not sleep. There are some of us they are going to pick up. Not because they commit any crime. But you don't report all these things. You are coming here to defend Yoruba. Thunder fire all of honor. But who exactly is our problem? Who is the problem? Today, everybody Fulani. Who empowered Fulani? Now the Azikiwe thought they were Mugu. Have you not said them be Mugu? Then when Fulani finish committing crime, they can't write statement. It is Yoruba that write statement for them. Our leader say one time, have you seen a Fulani Hausa man write tattoo? You go to police station, Hausa is writing statement. They don't, they can't. The only thing is shoot. Kafara hanya, killing me make I die, That is all they know. And so when they kill you, it is Yoruba now who claim to be intellectual will come and now write it was accidentally discharged. He will be prosecuted before the law court, and if found guilty will be said. They just speak big English, and then they tell you, let us mourn and fast. I think they have executed another 2 Christians. And Lamido is threatening all of you to shut up. All the monarch who has become stool for passing over our ancestral land to the Fulani cabal, directly or indirectly. Do you think you will survive this, or are you going to repent? Most of our monarchs now, all these Igwe them, they were given certificate, issued certificate by the government of the Fulanis. The reason they are giving you, empowering you as Igwe, is to have an avenue to take over our central land. In Imo State now, there is a land now, the Igwe in that community now, appointed by the Nigerian government, want to give to Dangote. The owner of that land was poisoned. That land belonged to the community. That Igwe migrated from Umuahia. It's not from that community. But he was appointed by this Fulani Kabad, Rogers Okorocha, APC. And now he's going to take Imo land and give it to Fulani. And go and look at the judges that will be in charge of the documentary. It's going to be Yoruba. Go and look at the signatory to the selling of Bakassi Peninsula to Cameroon. It's Obasanjo that signed it. So because Yoruba do Omotekun, we no go get sense again. Those of you in the military, how long do you think you will be escorting them to desecrate our land? Knowingly or unknowingly, in the end, they get you eliminated by the same terrorist outfit. Will you repent, or you will continue with your old ways? Biafrans who are in the Nigerian military and police, you are their pathfinder. You are showing them everywhere, leading them everywhere, kill them. Let's go and kill our people. And when you finish doing that, they send you to Sambisa forest to kill you. Will you have sense? Will you have sense? Or you are still doing it, thinking we are miscreants? Let us learn from the past. Let us learn from the past. I want you to go and check the history of abandoned property. No abandoned property in Yoruba land. No abandoned property in Hausa land. But there is abandoned property in Igbo land. It was a chairman that was in charge of the abandoned property. He's still alive till today because he thought they were going to make him governor of Rivers State. After using him to do the dirty job, they sent him retiring back to Ichi. And then they made J.T. Spev the governor. And when J.T. Spev tried to develop Rivers State, they relegate him to the background and start bringing out idiots. All of you who are doing dirty job in the military for them, what is your reward? All those bungalow and duplex you are building after killing your people, become a loyal murderer of your people to the end, they allow you to retire peacefully. But the day you realize the truth and you question the truth, they will send you to Boko Haram and kill you. How many Yoruba have died in Boko Haram? By now, they would have beat their own Okulamu. It is our people they are killing, but nobody speaks for you. Have you heard the Yoruba revolt for once that they are killing Yoruba in Nigeria army? Or don't you know that we bear the brunt in this one Nigeria? OPC fight Hausa and Igbo then kill. They don't talk about it. And then you are in Nigerian army. They will now bring you here. You are showing them your village. And you don't know they are using you. When I was arrested by DSS, I learned many things there. To torture me, to humiliate me. They brought Abo man to torture me. In fact, the three people that were in charge of my case are Biafran people. One of them is from Akwa Ibom. The other one is from Benue, Idoma man. The third one is Abo man. The Akwa Ibom man is supposed to be my IPO, if that is what they use. The Idoma man is supposed to be my handler. And the Abo man is my torturer. And when he come to open the cage, they lock me in to give me food. The first day he brought the food and gave to me. With a cup in my hand, I want to collect the food. He left the plate. The food fell on the ground. I bowed down to pick the food up. He put it away. And the man that was there with him looked at him, but didn't say anything. And then they used the door and pushed the food, me and the food inside. He locked the first gate because the door have 3 keys. The door have 3 doors. The entrance have 3 doors. And the man said, "You are abo. Me, I'm abo." And I said to him, "You abo." We say, "You abo. Can abo me wa abo Nigeria? You want abo, you abo Biafra." Yes, I'm abo man, but your own abo is a Biafra abo. My own is a Nigerian abo. And I said, "But this cannot be true. Where were you born?" He said, "I was born in Cross River State. I grew in Germany." I'm giving these details so that DSS know about that idiot. But he didn't know they are using him. He didn't know they were playing on both of our mind. And when I come out now, I will now begin to say, now we they do ourselves. Now we they do ourselves. You know, see now man they suffer me. In Yoruba and Hausa know they do anything. Now we they do ourselves. The same way it is the language of Igbo people. Go to Igbo man now, they say, now we they do ourselves. Oh, now we they do ourselves. You don't know you are programmed. But that my Igbo brother don't know he was being used. And so I know, say, no, be we they do ourselves. Somebody they do us. But the day they want to interrogate me, it is the Fulani man that will now interrogate me. They will now bring me up. He will now ask me, "I hope they no torture you." I say, "No." "I hope they feed you." I say, "Yes." "Are you okay?" I say, "Yes." He will say, "Sit down now, sit down." I will sit down. He say, "If I lose your handcuff, I hope you will not run." I say, "No." He say, "Feel free." AC go they blow me. So for their mind, I go say, "Oh, Fulani are kind. You know, say as Fulani take care of me." Then the time they won't take me go, Abo man go come slap me. So now Abo man be bad man. And I don't get sense, and I don't know what thing that they do us. But the Abo man are idiot. Then he go come they slap me till he carry me reach where they go. Those of you in the army, Biafrans in the army, you are still dancing this dance of one Nigeria. Maybe ignorantly. Repent. But if it is deliberate, I hope you are ready for it. Those of you who are ignorantly, directly antagonizing IPOB, because you are a pastor, because you are a student, because you are a businessman, because you are one Nigerianist. Without the brain, you don't have brain to read the handwriting on the wall. I hope you are ready to repent. There are some pastors. Pastor Isaiah Oba is from Buguma, but he's Igbo man. Oh. Pastor Isaiah Oba is Igbo man from Umuahia. He's claiming he's from Buguma. But they're using him to do dirty job, to castigate the Igbo people. JAJ, Yoruba man, he's claiming to be Warri man. Destroy Niger Delta people. Paid agent of the Nigeria. They are one Nigerianese. Oh, we are pastor. Oh, we are this. Oh, we are that. We are the student. Can't you read the handwriting on the wall? And now to cut the long story short, the people of Biafra, if we fail to learn from the mistakes of our ancestors, there will be no solution. There will be no way to avert the doom that is coming.
Amadike Kanike nebenu Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike Biafra Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike ike agwụgo ndị ilo ihe Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike. Ọhamadike Biafra Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike Odogwu na-ebula buke Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike ike agwụgo ndị ilo Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike ndị ilo na-akọzi udo Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike mana oge ezugbo Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike ụmụ Biafra Ghana Nnamdi Kanu anyị Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike.
Yes, of course, at this moment, our lines are open. If you are a Biafran, you are here to join IPOB, you are here to identify with the family, do it while you have the time. There is a war coming already. It's on our doorstep. The Yoruba know this truth. The Hausa know this truth. The Fulanis know this truth. What about you, Biafran? You are a Biafran, you have to identify. Do the right thing now. Send us your name and your location with your phone number to our WhatsApp line. The nearest coordinator will be there to contact you. And of course, our WhatsApp line is 070 815 45642. 070 815 45642. Our direct line is 081 221 52971. Our direct line is 081 221 52971. And the special number for the female is 081 288 58614. 081 288 58614. Don't let anybody deceive you. The same people who are fighting us has not repented. The same people, they have not changed. Their pattern has not changed. Others are fighting to protect their lives. But we are fighting to develop our land. We are still fighting to protect our life. We are fighting to defend our land. Yoruba is in control of their land. Yoruba is in control of their economy. Yoruba are only fighting to defend their life. Biafrans, wake. Biafrans, open your eyes. Biafrans, don't let them deceive you. We cannot toy with the future of the next generation. We must not allow them to toy with the future of the next generation. We must be as wise as the serpent and as harmless as the Holy Spirit. These are the words of the Lord. Know the truth. Know thyself and free your people.
IPOB, one family. IPOB,
is a time for everything under the sun. A time for bondage and a time for freedom. A time to die and a time to live. With great sorrows and pain in our hearts, the IPOB UK family calls for a total gathering of the indigenous people of Biafra in UK to offer condolences to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the loss of his parents and the parents of the Biafran people. His Royal Majesty late Israel and Ugeze Sali Kanu, who died as a result of the pursuit for freedom for the Biafra people. Biafrans all over the United Kingdom and beyond, friends of Biafra and lovers of freedom, you are called upon to join the IPOB UK family as one family to mourn and offer service of songs on behalf of our late departed beloved heroic parents. Date, Saturday 25th January 2020. Venue, number 16 Burridge Road, Woolwich, London, SE 187LH. Time, 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. Signed, the UK National Coordinator, Dr. Justice Okachi Lois. This information is coming to you from the IPOB All-State Media Desk, led by Mrs. Obi Mboma, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ikenwaja, announcer.
Yes, sir. Caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from?
Good
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Are you online? Because I heard an Igbo.
Of course, this is Radio Biafra line. Go ahead, please.
God bless you, man. I'm watching you live. As in, you need to put what you said now. You put on 23 1st of 2020. I bet I didn't.
Go ahead.
Because be the moment. What he has on the fact, we made a no be alarm. Obi dịka normal man na ihe niile unu na-ekwu ma nke Simon Ekpa na-ekwu ma nke nna anyị ukwu odogwu anyị Chukwu na-arụ ọrụ adịghị nsogbu dịrị anọ m Benue steeti ewetekwa nna anyị na-achọ nọmba ka anyị nweta nọmba unu bet at least ka ị kpọrọ ya na n'ike right ya down anọ m Benue anyị nọkwa Benue side Zakiria so ọ nwere ike iti ile ka m kpọọ gị. I hope
you are with the family there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is good to know. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you.
I got
George Onibe.
Okay, George
Onibe.
Okay. Thank you. Well, all the possible, I'm going to go with I join the Biafra and Yawaka. Can we get our over that?
Thank you very much. We must continue. Biafrans all over the world must remain focused. Nobody will defend us. Nobody will speak for our interest. Nobody except we. And certainly nobody is expecting us to defend them. Nobody is expecting us to come and protect them. And that is when they say, to your tent, O Israel. To your tent, O Biafra. Save the next generation. Or make the same mistakes and pay dearly for it. When we say 3 million people died, that was a costly price. When we say 3.5 million died, that was a very expensive price. When we say 10 million people died, it's not supposed to be so. And these people are ready. The Hausa Fulani are ready. They have licensed soldiers waiting to kill us. The Yorubas are ready, trying to get license for a cross-section of Yoruba to have gun. But they have taken our gun. They ask all of you to submit your gun, including the license gun. They have taken it from you. And as you are speaking, they are still crippling all of us. Half of Bakassi is Fulani. Half of security vigilantes within our land were there, introduced by the government of our land to hunt us down. These people are ready. They want to finish us. And I tell you, if that day come and we are not ready, they will not mercy for us. They will not show us mercy. They will deal with us. But I thank the Creator, because in the end, they will never have that privilege. They will never have that privilege. And honestly, I will be rounding up at this moment. May the Lord be with all of you, Yoruba lovers.
Sweet over my soul, sweet over my soul. Life gets sweet over my soul. Think back, sweet over my soul. Sweet over my soul. Though she loves more than tempests brew, Jaja will sweep over my heart. Every day, every moment, I will sing a song of praise to Him. Hail the King of Kings. Every day, I will rise. Every morning, I will sing. Every evening, I will lift my voice. Lift my voice in praise. Oh Lord, sweet over my soul, sweet over my soul. Though the bill of roll and tempest blow, sweet over my soul. I hear a voice is calling from somewhere out there. A voice is singing somewhere in my ear. And I know that I must rise and fill my heart and pray and sing for Jah Almighty. I say sweet over my soul, sweet over my soul. Though around me rough and tough and go and get so raw, just sweet over my soul. of creation. And I shall sing songs of redemption, songs of praise and women. Acclaiming my position in creation as the son of the Almighty Jah. Beholding his glory, manifesting through all and I forever. Oh Lord.